Chais, it's Kai, and I'm so glad you're here.
Why are you such a copycat?
I might start changing up what I say, like, hey Chais, it's Kai, and it's time to get spoopy, you know, things like that, because that's what I would say today. Because, I don't know, so, okay, well, it's a little cheesy, but that's not the point. So, hello, we are here because, first of all, I bought a used Mac from eBay, and I'm gonna use that to try and edit this video, so fingers crossed, hopefully it does a good job. It's been really good so far, and I'm already updating it to like a newer system, so we'll see. It's really good. I've been watching YouTube on it all day. I've already imported files because we filmed a Let's Get Shitfaced last night. This is filming time right now because I don't work for like most of this week, and that's fine because I'm just gonna use the whole time to work on YouTube stuff. So what's up? Hello, get ready for a whole bunch of just me looking the same. Anyway, hello, we are here because I wanted to see like what you guys were more interested in doing, and I posted a poll a couple days ago when I decided that I was gonna film today. Sorry, I'm hearing like banging noises from over there, but anyway, I posted a poll on Twitter, which by the way, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you should follow me there because I ask you guys a lot of stuff about what I should do here. Last night I actually used makeup tutorials specifically just from people who like suggested makeup tutorials for Let's Get Shitfaced, so I'll shout you out, I'm just saying. But anyway, go follow my Twitter, it's @suchacopycat, and I posted a poll a couple days ago. I was like, hey, so I'm working on a really cool, fun, and funny project that I'm excited to do, but it'll probably be up next Wednesday because it's going to take like maybe a day or two to film the whole thing, and then it's going to take a while to edit because it's going to be a lot of footage. So hopefully that'll go up next week, but for this week, what do you guys want to see? And I had quick paranormal update, random story time, and thrift haul. And I've already filmed part of the thrift haul, but I haven't done the try on part, and I'm still not sure if I'm gonna put it up or not, so it is what it is. You guys wanted the quick paranormal update, and actually some spooky stuff happened last night as well, which I tweeted Lily and was like, help, I'm too drunk to process this, because it's just, you know, so at least there's enough for a little video. So this is kind of, oh, also, hello, this is my favorite thing now. I bought it at Marshall's. It's the first piece of Halloween decorations that I've gotten, except for like a couple things from the 99-cent store. There was like, okay, I filmed the thrift haul when I had a whole bunch of spider webs back up here, I mean fake spider webs for Halloween, and I had to take them down because the cats kept trying to eat them. It was a problem. But anyway, this is now gonna be a thing. I know it's August, okay? I know, I'm just excited. Anyway, I'm wearing my glasses today because I don't actually have to have any artificial light in this. This is just daytime. This is why I want to film during the daytime from now on, but I'm just very bad at time management. I'm rambling. So anyway, hello. How many times am I going to intro this video? This is a quick paranormal update about spooky things that have been happening. So the first thing that I wanted to update you guys on was I did actually get rid of Martha, the haunted doll. If you guys don't know, if you're new or whatever, hello. I know there are some new people here. I had a haunted doll. It was a mermaid doll that was like made of iron, and the ghost, at least the ghost that I thought was in it, was named Martha. May or may not have been an actual ghost, may have been like something darker, I don't really know. Things started getting really bad, really scary, really quick, and I literally, wow, this is just a whole spooky video. I also practice witchcraft, and so I did a binding spell on that doll. I actually got some twine and I like wrapped it around her and was saying like, you are bound to this doll and you can't reach your energy outside of it to mess with me or anything else, like the whole time while I was just like binding and binding and binding and binding, and then I like tied a knot and stuck her. I feel so bad. I mean, I'm not like guilty about it because she was just, it couldn't go on any longer. But this sounds really shitty, but I put the doll in the bathroom cabinet and shut the door while she was bound and everything else. And I was trying to sell her on eBay. Nobody was bidding on it. People were making offers for lower. I was trying to sell her for 20, then I tried to sell her for like 18 and then 15. I don't know why I didn't just start the bidding lower. For whatever reason, I was like, no, like it's gonna start this high. And people would make offers and I'd be like, that's really low, and would say no. And I don't know why, because I just wanted to get rid of her. But for whatever reason, I didn't actually wind up selling her. And it got to the point, like, she was just in the bathroom, right? And she was bound. And so nothing specifically was really happening, but it still kind of felt heavy in the apartment in general, and my mental health was really bad. I mean, and mental health is its own separate thing, but it can also be affected by the paranormal, I found, at least in my life, because paranormal stuff can like drain your energy, and especially when it's a dark spirit like that, it will drain your energy. And I just was so much more tired all the time, and so I didn't have energy to do things to make myself better. I don't know, it was a whole thing. But anyway, I was a mess the whole time. As if I'm not a mess now, but ew. But yeah, she was in the bathroom and it was still like, it was always heavy in here in general. And then I would go, the bathroom is like, this is my room and it's also like the living room area. And then I would go through Connor's room and then through there, that way is where the bathroom is. And back in there, when I opened the door, it would still just be so heavy I could barely breathe in there. And it was not good. So I got to the point I was like, I'm not gonna list it on eBay again. Like, I don't wanna have to deal with this. I'm done. I don't care. I don't want any money for it. I just want it gone. So literally I decided to take a trip to the thrift store I got her from. This is kind of a shitty thing to do, I think, but I didn't want to throw her in the dumpster. I didn't want to risk anything bad happening like that. And I was like, the only thing I can think to do is like, maybe I can sell it back there or give it back there and maybe they can resell it or something. I don't know, but I just needed it out of my house. So I grabbed her and put her in my car and then I drove down to the thrift store and I walked in and I was like, hey, so I bought this from you guys a little while ago and I was wondering if there's any way I can just like sell it back to you or give it back to you or something like that. Like, I just don't have space for it anymore, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I wasn't gonna tell her, hey, I wanna give this back to you because it's haunted. Like, first of all, she might not believe in ghosts. She might just think I'm crazy and be like, no, you gotta go, bruh. Or, and I go there all the time too, so. Or she'd be like, absolutely not. I don't want a ghost here, bye. I mean, it's a thrift antique store, so there were ghosts there already, and obviously got it from that place. There were ghosts, but still, I don't want to walk in there and knowingly be like, hey, this has a ghost in it. Do you want it? Because no, of course she doesn't. Whatever. So I was just like, yeah, like I don't have space for it anymore, blah, blah. She's like, you sure you don't want it? And she seemed like real sketched out and like asking a lot of questions and like really weird about like, you just don't want it anymore? Are you sure? You could put it on a windowsill or you could put it here, you could put it there. I'm like, no, I don't have space for it. Like, I don't want it anymore. I just, you know, it doesn't really fit the style I'm trying to do for my apartment now anyway, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay, I mean, I can't like buy anything from you. I was like, that's fine, like I'll give it back to you. You can just have it. Like, you can resell it if you want or just keep it, I don't care. But, you know, if you want this, and she probably suspected, I don't know. It's the kind of place where like, there's not a lot of employee turnover, so she probably encountered the doll before and may or may not have noticed the energy on the doll, so maybe she knew, I don't know. She seemed like she knew something. But regardless, she was like, I mean, I guess I can just display it on this counter or something, like right near where the register and stuff was. I was like, yeah, looks great, thanks. And then just like booked it out of there before she could change her mind. I actually went back in there semi-recently and it's not on the counter anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody took it home, somebody threw it away. It's also not where it used to be. I didn't see it anywhere else in the store. So either somebody took it home or somebody threw it away or something, but it's not there. And I was like, yep. But yeah, so there's an update for that, right? And every time I drive by the thrift store, I'm just like, I remember. Also, I would like to note, I didn't give it to her with the twine still on it. I was like, here you go, like after taking the twine off. So that would have looked a lot weirder if I'd wrapped it all up in twine, because it was like very like, you know, because she... Anyway, it would have looked weird. And so for a while, like literally after that, I came home and I saged and it just, everything felt so much lighter. I had gotten to the point where I didn't really notice how heavy it was anymore unless I went in the bathroom because it's just so much more intense in there. But holy crap, when I tell you the difference was astounding. I actually had to work after I dropped her off. And so I went to work all day and then I came home and suddenly I was like, oh. I was like, this is what it feels like to breathe. I had forgotten. Like, it was actually crazy. And so for a while there, things were really good and I was able to start like getting up early again. Like, I felt like I was like starting to reset. And then I started feeling like I was getting watched again. Now this was mostly like in here in my room. I would feel eyes on me. And I think I mentioned in a past story time or something that like for a long time, like since I can remember, I will see like a little black cat out of the corner of my eye or like think that it's there and try and walk around it and think that it's Danny because it looks like a little black cat, but it never is. There'll be times I'll literally think that I saw a black cat run past me, but then Danny's like laying down over there or something like that. Like, it's crazy. So that started happening a lot again and I kept feeling eyes on me and it felt like a female energy, and I know this sounds crazy, but it felt like she had short blonde hair and was a girl and was kind of young. I just attribute this to like mediumship and kind of psychic stuff because I deal with that, and like it's like a thing that I can do. I don't know. Like how I said I deal with that as if it's like a disease. It's not. It's actually, you know, a good thing in some extent. In some cases. What are words? But it's weird because it takes me back to when I lived with, I think I called him Reginald in the story time. I don't remember. I'm not gonna say his real name, but it's like the apartment that I used to live in. I actually uploaded a story time about it, and I kind of tried to like shove it all together in like a really quick story time. It was in that story time where I was talking about like the ghost possessed my cat or whatever, because it was just like a bunch of weird shit and it was like affecting my cat. It was a little clickbaity, but you can go watch it if you want to. If I remember, I'll have it. Wait, where would the card? I think it's card shows up here or here. Here. Anyway, I'll have it linked, and at the very least, I'll like suggest it at the end or something like that. But I think I mentioned in there, or if not, it was in the same place. It was with the same ghost. And it feels the same. It feels like the same spirit. It feels like a young, probably 19-year-old girl who practiced witchcraft and had a black cat and really short blonde hair like in a bob. And I can kind of see like an image in my head. I know I sound crazy, okay? But anytime you're psychic or anything like that, it sounds crazy. So this is just what we're dealing with. Also, I'd like you guys to know that I lit some incense for this video and it smells very nice. So I'm not sure because it's like I've seen the black cat, especially more since like experiencing that in that place with that ghost, but I haven't really felt the presence of that girl except for like once or twice at Connor's parents' house whenever we lived there, but then it like didn't happen for the longest time, and now all of a sudden it feels like she's just like in my kitchen all the time. I don't know. Then it's like she comes out and sometimes I can feel her like over there or over there. My kitchen is over there, by the way. It just feels like there's someone in here. You know that feeling, like you can probably tell like when you're alone in your room versus when there's someone in your room with you. You can feel that there's the energy of the other person, even if that's not how you would describe it. You can feel that there's someone there. It feels like that, but there's no one there. And this isn't even just when Connor's home. And usually Connor stays in his room anyway, but like even when Connor's not home, even when Connor's at work, I still feel like there's somebody there. And usually, and that's the thing too, it's not just like feeling eyes on you in a general sense. It's like I feel eyes on me and I can look and point and say it's coming from right there, you know, or it's coming from right there or right there. Like I can like place it, and that's what tells me that it's not just like weird energies or something like that. Like that's what tells me that it's probably a ghost, because I can feel it directly coming from a specific place. It's getting hard to breathe all of a sudden. Awesome. Oh, I don't know why I put on a choker for this video either. That was a dumb idea, but whatever. But anyway, so yeah, so that's been happening a lot. Just like eyes on me and feeling it, and then seeing the black cat. Oh my god, all the time. More than ever. In the past it would be like, you know, if I'm like making food or whatever, it's at whatever place I lived at the time, I'd see it like walk behind my feet or walk in front of my feet but not feel anything, not actually see anything when I look down. But lately it's like, I'll like see it like dart across my room, you know? Or like, just like chill. Or like look over and it looks like it's sitting somewhere, and then I'll actually look and it's not actually there. There's nothing there at all. Like on top of my chest sometimes. I'll just like look over the big trunk thing, not my chest. Like I'll see it like on like the trunk, like it looks like there's a black cat just sitting there, and I'll look over thinking it's standing and be like, hi boo boo, and then I'll look over and there's literally nothing there, nothing on the trunk at all. It's not like there's like a pile of black clothes and I think it's a cat. No, like there will be nothing there. And then Danny's like over in Connor's room, or you know, eating food or something, or laying on the rug over there. Like it's weird. But again, that's still just kind of like small everyday stuff that like when you grow up living with ghosts, it's just kind of like no big deal. Like it's just normal. But something happened the other night that scared me so bad, and I for a second was like, oh my god, what if it's Martha? What if she came back? But I think she's probably still attached to the doll, and I'm positive there's no way that somebody has the doll like right here where she could just like come up to me. Like there's no way. Like that would be too insane. But it freaked me out so much. So the other night I got a comment on the video where I used the Ghost Radar app to talk to Martha, right, my haunted doll, and I literally remember whenever I was editing that footage, I kept getting so freaked out. Like that was still when I had her back in the bathroom, and just editing the footage with or without headphones on, like I would just feel like somebody was watching me. Like my back would get all prickly, you know, I'd get like really freaked out, like that feeling. It would get hard to breathe like it is right now. Like, it was that feeling, right? And so I remember just being really freaked out. So when I edited it, usually when I edit my videos, I'll watch over it before I export, I'll watch over it after I export, and then I'll watch it when it's uploaded. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I know it's neurotic. I don't need to see it that many times. I could like watch it before I export it and then just upload it. I don't know why I'm so anal about watching it 3 times every single time. And then sometimes I'll go back and watch my videos to either learn and be like, all right, I could have done this thing better or whatever. Or sometimes I'll literally just watch it because I'm like, I want to feel inspired to edit a video or make a video or whatever. And if I watch over my old content, sometimes it'll make me get up and be like, okay, I can do that, you know? So I'll watch over my old videos all the time. But that one, I didn't even watch over it when I exported it. There may or may not be editing errors in that video because I didn't watch over it. I didn't want to watch over it. The whole editing experience freaked me out so bad. I just literally finished, exported, uploaded, that was it. But I got a comment on it the other day. Somebody was like, whoa, this video was like really weird, like my computer wouldn't turn on and then audio was having issues and things like that. And so I responded to that comment and I was like, that's so weird, dude. Oh my God, that's crazy. Like, how freaky, what? And then I was like, when I was on the comment page, I was like, I may as well watch this video. I never watched it. I edited it and uploaded it and just left it alone. But Martha's not here anymore. And like, yeah, I've been feeling like eyes on me and stuff, but it's like, it's not Martha, for sure. So at the very least, like, there's no problem in just watching over this video and seeing how it turned out because I never knew. So I clicked on the actual video, I full screened it, and I was just watching over it, right? I tweeted about this, guys. I had tears in my eyes. I goosebumps all over. I was so freaked out. So okay, let me actually tell you what I'm talking about before describing how I felt. I was watching this video, right? And no other sounds were happening. Usually my neighbors have been really loud lately, but they weren't. Because I think when school started, they kind of chilled out some, so that was good. But I was just like, it was silent. It was like probably 11, 12 at night, something like that. I don't remember. It was nighttime for sure. And I was just sitting at my desk, which, by the way, it's not the same desk I filmed that on. That desk is still here. It's sitting in a different place now. But when I film that, I have 2 windows in my apartment on the front, I should say. So there's one here, right? And this window used to be right in front of my desk. Like, it was literally desk, window. And this is the window where I filmed that video, right? Out of the 2, it was this one. My desk now is still like in front of that window. It's just like pushed way to the side. So it's like window, and then my desk starts like right here and then goes on that way. So I was sitting at the desk watching it. I wasn't even halfway into the video, and watching it I was getting spooked and remembering that feeling of like not being able to breathe, because that's when I was talking about, wow, it got really heavy, blah blah blah. And literally, I got a little freaked out thinking about it. Literally, I was watching that video, right? And this window, not this window, the one that was where I filmed that video. And let me just say really quick, the way my apartment building is, it's like there's a courtyard and then there's like a little flower bed. It's just rocks, but there's like a little flower bed in front of every single apartment. So it's not like you can just like walk on the sidewalk and just like tap. And there was nobody out there either. I could hear, like, these walls are so thin, sometimes I can hear music, like every word in it, you know? I can hear when people start getting too loud. Like, when there's anybody outside, I can hear every single word they're saying as if they're right in front of me. So if there were anyone outside, I would have heard them. I would have heard, like, at the very least, if they stepped on the rock flower bed, I would have heard footsteps. Like, obviously it's not like, you know, if somebody taps on like the door across the way, I'm not gonna hear it. But my neighbor's door, like, it's like my door and then their door, and people knock on their door, sometimes I think it's my door. Like, that's how thin these walls are. So I just want to stress to you that it's not like I misheard or I heard something else or whatever. No. I was watching this video and then I heard, I'm gonna try and demonstrate it, but I heard, like, it was like somebody took their fingernail and tapped on that window. It was like, not rhythmic, not like da 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 or anything like that, or like there was any shaking or anything like that, not like it was a fluke. Someone was intentionally tapping on the window. Now my blinds were completely closed, but again, I didn't hear anything. As soon as that happened, I literally stood up and paused my video and just kind of stared at the window. And then I got too freaked out and I ran back to Connor's room and told him what happened and was just like, this is not okay. And I was scared. And again, I want to stress to you, I've grown up with ghosts. Okay, so little tapping noises, little things like that don't really freak me out that much. Like, yeah, they'll spook me a little, but it's like, it doesn't scare me. You know, once it stops, I'm like, well, that was spooky, moving on. Like, that's how I deal with those things. because I'm used to them. They're normal. Like I said, feeling eyes on you all the time, seeing a little black cat, whatever. It's normal. It's not normal, but for me, it's normal. But that tapping scared me so bad, and it was almost like I was watching that video and it was almost like someone was like, yeah, I'm here. Like I was using the Ghost Radar app trying to talk to a ghost, and then the tapping happened. It was like they were like, yeah, hi, I'm here, I would like to talk. If I weren't such a chicken, I would have put out my app, but I literally like grabbed my computer, moved all the way around, and then sat on my bed and watched something entirely different. I did not finish that video. I was like, nope, not doing it. But I still felt heavy and weird the rest of that night, and then I had nightmares, and it was a thing. I don't know. Actually, I've been having a lot of nightmares lately. The other night I had a nightmare where Slender Man was coming after me, and I've never like had nightmares or anything about Slender Man. I've never watched anything about Slender Man. The closest I've ever come to experience any kind of Slender Man content is just when YouTubers like read other people's experiences. That's it. So it was just really weird. But in the dream, okay, it was weird. I was in somebody else's house, and there were a bunch of different things chasing us. One of them was Slender Man. The other thing, I don't even remember. It was just like there was weird stuff happening that was scary. I don't know. But I wound up grabbing a mop, and God, that scared me so bad. It's just my Mac updating. Nothing to be concerned about. God. I wound up picking up a mop and beating Slenderman over his shoulders, like his shoulder blade, like right here, just like beating him with the mop and saying, get out, never come back. You need to leave, sir. This is not your house. And he like, oh God, like kept ducking, like, please stop. As if I were like his grandmother whacking him with a broom. I don't know. That's not a normal thing for grandmothers to do. My grandmothers never did that. I don't know why that was my go-to image, but whatever. But he literally climbed over the sink and out of the kitchen window, and I peeked and he like stopped and turned back, and then he was like, oh shit, and then ran to the woods, and I didn't see him again. So at least it was a happy ending. I don't know, just weird stuff. And I mean, I haven't had anything like major like the glass tapping since then. I mean, that just happened like a few days ago, but it scared me so bad. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you saw me tweet about it, but it scared me so much. But then also last night as we were filming a Let's Get Shit Faced, a little bit of spooky stuff happened again. My Mac is updating. I actually tweeted Loey about this because I was spooked, and every time anything spooky happens, my first instinct is I have to tell Loey, especially when I get tipsy and something spooky happens. I literally couldn't even process it last night. I was not scared at all because I was just drunk, because it was a Let's Get Shit Faced and I accidentally drank way too much wine. I literally had a whole bottle and a half. It's gonna be a really messy Let's Get Shit Faced when I edit it. Sorry. But there was spooky stuff happening. So I remember at one point I got up to go pee, and like everything was like fine and normal and whatever. We're like goofing around. We had watched Vines while we were like getting drunk, and so then when we turned the camera back on, we were like really giggly. And so I like got up at one point to go pee, and as soon as I entered Connor's room, which again, it's like my room and then the door and then like Connor's room and then the bathroom's right here. As soon as I entered Connor's room, my mood shifted. I was like literally giggling as I stepped through the door, but then I stepped through and I just kind of like stopped laughing and was like, I'm uncomfortable. And then I kind of like half ran. I mean, I was drunk, so I guess I half stumbled to the bathroom really fast and turned on the light and like ran in there and used it. And I still was just kind of like, okay, something's scary. Somebody's watching me, there's somebody in here, and they don't think we're very funny. So, did not like that. So I finished using the bathroom and I came back out. I was trying to like get back in the mood again. I paused the recording and turned the camera off, but then I turned it back on and pressed record. My camera has an issue where sometimes it's a defect or whatever in the Canon EOS Rebel T3i, which is what I use to film. But it has a defect where sometimes it'll just stop recording for no reason, and you just have to reach up and press record again. It doesn't usually happen when you turn it on and press record. It doesn't immediately happen. It takes a while. It's usually like 15-16 minutes, maybe a little bit longer depending on the SD card and how well you formatted it and whatever, but it's almost never right after I press record. So I turned it on, I pressed record, and then I told Connor like, hey, we have a ghost in the apartment, like, don't know if I told you, blah blah blah. And then I sat down as I was saying that, and then I looked up and it went, movie recording has stopped. As soon as I mentioned the ghost, the movie recording just stopped. And a big thing in the past, every time I've like talked about ghosts and whatever, like my camera will just like act weird. Not even just with this camera, like even with the Sony Cybershot I used to use back in the day. I always take my glasses off to film. I didn't used to take my glasses off to film, but they like blocked my eyes because like the light reflected off. Weird stuff always happens with my camera specifically, or like, I don't know. Even in the Ghost Radar app video, I noticed that there was a moment where I was like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, light a candle or whatever. I don't remember what I was saying, but I was saying something, and then the audio just like cut out. It was like, I'm gonna grab a candle. Why? I don't know. Like there was no other sound. It just stopped for a second. And it doesn't normally do that like after actually ever. Like it literally has never done that, but I did it in that video. So it's just like little things like that. So that happened. It spooked me a little bit, and that's when I tweeted Loie, spooky stuff is happening, but I'm too drunk to notice, because especially once that happened, I was kind of like, oh, weird. And then I felt the presence that was in Connor's room. It felt like it kind of moved out here just a little bit, and I was like, oh no, I don't know. And then later on I made some kind of joke or something, I don't remember what it was. I said something about like, oh, it's the ghost, but I said something. I don't remember if it was on camera or not. I don't feel like it was, because I feel like I got up to go to the bathroom again and I came back and I made some kind of joke about the ghost or something, I don't remember. But then it kind of felt like this like mocking energy. Again, I'm psychic and like mediumship and stuff like that, so like I can kind of sense things like that, and it almost sounded like there was like a mocking laugh in my head, and I kind of stopped and was like, don't like that. But anyway, yeah, that's all I have right now for paranormal updates. I have, as far as like fairy stuff, I made like a fairy garden, and oh my god, wait, no, that reminds me. Plants have also been such a weird thing lately. I am not bad at growing plants. I never really have been. Once I actually start trying to take care of a plant, it's like good. But I just, every single time I got a plant, they kept dying, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And part of it, like I started researching plants, and I was like, well, you know, there's like root rot, so that's a thing, and I think I was overwatering plants, but it was still like they were dying like weirdly fast. But then I researched plants, I figured out what was wrong, and I fixed it. Like I bought new planters even, and I got new soil, and you know, I was doing a different sun regimen and whatever, like just based on how I had researched the plants, and I took in like a bunch of different sources. So I got a rosemary plant and a Texas sage bush, which both are supposed to be very good in dry, hot environments. They don't like a lot of water, and you know, I would just water them when the top inch of soil is dry, which is what everyone will tell you. So that's what I was doing, and they seem to both be doing really well for a little while. And then all of a sudden, it seems to be like right about when I started feeling eyes on me again, and seeing that little black cat and things like that, like right about then, they just started dying again. Like I posted on my Instagram story whenever I moved my sage outside. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, like it was thriving, and then all of a sudden the leaves started like shriveling up, and it was really weird. And so I moved that one outside, and the rosemary was literally thriving, and now out of nowhere it's just like bare and scraggly and may or may not die soon. And the sage didn't do any better once I moved it outside. It's still like about the same. It's probably dead now. I haven't been out there in a couple of days. I don't know, I don't get it. But then I planted seeds and they're sprouting. Like two of them actually died out of nowhere. I don't know why, but like they're like sunflowers, marigolds, and daisies, and some of the like daisies and marigolds are like popping up and doing well, but the sunflowers, they're just thriving. Like they're like already like this tall. I'm so excited. But like they're doing so well. So I don't know what happened with my bigger plants that all of a sudden, and especially it's a sage and a rosemary, which are both herbs that as a witch I use to protect myself and cleanse my space, and so those two are the only ones that are dying when my seeds are thriving. I don't know. And again, that may or may not be paranormal, but it just seems like every time like I can't keep plants alive, it seems like it's because there's like a bad energy around. I don't know. So yeah, like I said, that's all I have for today. I could maybe give like a Fae update at some point. I don't know, but I'm probably not going to do that in this video. I didn't think this was going to be a very long video, and then I kept remembering more things and was like, okay, so it's probably a decent length. Let me know if you like the Fae content, the fairy stuff, because I've done 2 fairy story times at this point. One did really well, the other did pretty well. So I don't know, up to you guys. I can talk about it if you want, or I could not. Like I said, it's up to you. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys can't hear my neighbors playing music. I think I jinxed myself. I just said that they were being like good about it, not doing it all the time, and now they're doing it. So like I said, these walls are thin. But anyway, that's all for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video, this quick paranormal update. I really like doing this stuff. Let me know if you want more like paranormal content from me. I don't always do it a ton, but I like it a lot, and clearly I like spooky stuff. So yeah, if you guys are interested, let me know. I can maybe take a page out of Loie's and Haley's books and just kind of do like reading paranormal stories from you guys or from other people or whatever, if you guys are into that, or I can just tell my own stories. And maybe I was actually thinking about doing a video on like kinds of ghosts and how to like get rid of them, which sounds like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, so that but with ghosts. And you know what, if that makes me what's his last name, Newt Scamander. If that makes me Newt Scamander, then so be it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video, especially to this week's Shadow of the Week across the screen right now. You're the best, you're the best, and you're the best. That's all I gotta say. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Give me those thumbs and share this video if you like me. I could really use the validation and also could use someone to vent to when I have spooky things happening. So, okay, that's all for today, you guys. Stay cool, my dudes, and I will see you in the next one.
Why are you such a copycat?
Last night I ate fries with like a bunch of spaghetti sauce just like drizzled over top, and I literally ruined my pillow, my little like emoji heart eye pillow that I've had for so long. I'm gonna try and put it in the washer. I don't know if you can wash pillows like that, but I'm gonna try to and hope for the best. Bye.